Thank you for clicking on the video. I'm Raven, and today I'm talking about a diet called the Zone Diet. It was started in 1995 by a man named Dr. Barry Spears. I am on my laptop, I'm on zonediet.com, and I'm just going to read something real quick. The Zone Diet is not a fad diet, but a lifelong dietary program based on strong science to reduce diet-induced inflammation. So it's a diet intended to reduce body inflammation or diet-causing inflammation. Now, in that sentence, it said it's not a fad diet. I literally found out about this diet by typing into Google top 10 fad diets, and a list popped up, and the Zone Diet was number 5 on a list of fad diets. So even though the official website claims that this is not a fad diet, I'm kind of suspicious, and I'm thinking maybe it is. It also says it is a lifelong dietary program. On another website that I found discussing it, it listed that this is not sustainable over a lifetime because of the restriction on calories. So already I'm seeing a lot of contradictions between the official website of this diet and other sources talking about this diet, saying what it's about. And these are sources that aren't biased against the diet, mind you. They're actually kind of promoting it, but they're saying things that contradict. The Zone Diet requires that you balance your plate at every single meal, and it suggests that you have about 5 to 6 small meals throughout the day. They say that 2/3 of your plate should be made up of carbohydrates, mainly fruits and vegetables, which is awesome. It's really refreshing to finally read a fad diet that says it's okay to eat fruit, it's okay to eat vegetables. But again, there's a contradiction, because at this other website that I was looking at, everydayhealth.com, which is where I saw the other contradictions, it actually says that this diet is intended to control sugar levels, which is weird, seeing as the main focus of the diet is on carbohydrates, mainly fruit, which is high in sugar. Again, another contradiction, but let's keep moving right along. 1/3 of your plate should be protein. And guess what? Protein apparently can only be animals. It doesn't say anything about vegetables that are high in protein, which every fruit and vegetable does have a protein content. So the protein that they suggest are eggs, fish, poultry, lean red meats, and low-fat dairy, which is very interesting because there's not a big emphasis on dairy. In fact, they suggest to eat very little to no dairy on this diet, which is awesome. The third component to your plate of each meal is just a little bit of fat, the monounsaturated fat, so the healthy fats. But they literally said just a little bit is okay. So I will let that one slide. I'm not going to say anything super negative about that. There's also a zone food pyramid, which is included on the website. And if you're familiar with that old-fashioned food pyramid where the fats and the sugars are at the top and at the bottom it's grain, this is a little bit reimagined. The bottom, the largest portion, is vegetables. Yay! And then above it, fruits. Yay! And then low-fat protein, which apparently is only animals. And then next section up, monounsaturated fat, and then at the very top, grains and starches, which I don't agree with that. That should be down near the bottom. I think that the grains and starches should be closer to the larger sections of what you can eat, but that's just me, and I'm not on the Zone Diet. So I guess the Zone Diet is just 1/3 of a whole lifestyle called the Zone. And so there's the Zone Diet, and then omega-3 fatty acids, which is fish oil, and then polyphenols. Polyphenols. I don't know. All it really looks like are those two sections are just a way to sell these products and put money in Dr. Sears' pocket. I think that's bullshit. That's the thing with fad diets. At the root of it all, it's just an excuse to sell products. So my final thoughts on the Zone diet are, there are some positives. They're pushing those vegetables, they're pushing that fruit and saying, hey, it's okay to eat fruit and it's okay to eat vegetables. You don't need you don't need to focus on protein. A lot of diets out there focus on protein, and this one is saying, yes, it's like it's the second thing to focus on. Focus on those carbohydrates first, which is awesome, and I am totally all for that. If they could just make a few changes and say, hey, you can get protein from plant-based foods, then that would be even better. I think the biggest thing that bugged me is that it said in like the first two sentences or the second sentence of the website, this is not a fad diet, and I found it on a fad diet list. That's kind of what bugged me the most. That. Anyway, I'm against fad diets. I'm against diets in general. Diets that say you can eat this, you can't eat this, restrict this, have this, don't do this, do this. No one tells me what to do. I tell myself what to do. So the Zone diet is not the worst diet I've come across. There are some diets out there that are not good and no one should be on. Unfortunately, people are on them. The Zone diet, I think, probably is really good for that anti-inflammatory, stopping that or reducing that. I'm sure it does work pretty well, but I think it's kind of an excuse to sell products and to keep pushing animal products on people, which is sad. But like I said, not the worst, not the best. It's just sort of, it is. It is what it is. So that was the Zone diet. Thank you again for clicking on the video, and I'll see you next time.